Coming up, our HOKA HEY Challenge Update with Chris Story.
I'm Chris Story, and this is your HOKA HEY Motorcycle Challenge Update, brought to you in part by Petro Marine Services and Petro Express. Keeping your tanks topped off and fueling your HOKA HEY Challenge updates. Thanks for listening. Lower Peninsula Power Sports, your local Yamaha headquarters with a full line of motorcycles and ATVs. Just out East End Road, they say ride on. And the historic Salty Dog Saloon, located at the end of the road on the Homer Spit. Order your sweatshirt today at saltydogsaloon.com. It's great to be with you on this weekend edition of the HOKA HEY Motorcycle Challenge Update. The riders are pushing hard to make the next checkpoint and keep themselves from the brink of physical and mental exhaustion. You can listen to the entire week's update series on our blog at radiorealty.us. That is radiorealty.us for the full week of updates. From the heat and humidity of the Southlands to the ants in the pants in between, the HOKA HEY riders are experiencing a trip like none other. Jim Red Cloud Durham has designed this 7,000-plus mile course to challenge the riders' physical and mental endurance. Safety is a concern, of course, but along the way the riders are bringing awareness to veterans of this great land and also paying honor and homage to the fallen and lost souls of the first people here, the indigenous peoples who were slaughtered far from home. From what many riders have told me, Red Cloud is dedicated to the warrior's honor and celebrating bravery. There can be none braver than those who set out on an epic journey of this proportion. Taking a trip of this magnitude is for many a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a chance to reconnect with this country and themselves. We go now to the HOKA HEY hotline. Here's retired Coast Guard officer Bill Cody of Homer, Alaska.
Just finished with the Grand Canyon, which they routed us through. Didn't even get to look at anything, but did have to pay for the ride into the Grand Canyon. $12 for a motorcycle. Headed out Highway 163 into Utah after this phone call in a place called Kayenta, Indian Reservation Territory. 80 degrees out there, I think. All night, traveled all night. I was trying to make up for time that when I was looking for some roads back in New Mexico. All night long, made it into Arizona. They routed us almost to Phoenix, and luckily it was 100 there today, but the lucky part is I went through there early in the morning, and I could feel on one side of as I was headed north with the motorcycle, one side of my leg, one side of my body was rip-roaring hot as the sun was coming up. But I blew out of that area and up into some high-altitude stuff and made it up in the Flagstaff, then on up to the Grand Canyon, and now I'm here on the Red Rock territory. I was standing around in the middle of the night, 2 in the morning or something somewhere, fueling up the bike, and all these other Harley late-night riders rode in, part of the HOKA HEY, and they're all calling each other by their name, you know, things like body bag, ring, fly reel, stuff like that. So, you know, like, I'm thinking, I'm 60 years old, and I don't have one of those cool names. Can't figure that deal out. But anyway, it looks like a lot of them come up with the body bag guy. He actually sleeps in a body bag because it works better than a tent. Pretty funny. I'm going to ride into Utah tonight and try to make it into Wyoming. Grab up the checkpoint and see how far I can last. Good riding conditions the whole time. The problem is the stamina is wore down due to the high heat. But it is cooling off now that we're at higher altitude. Make up some time kind of deal. Riding along, and I noticed I saw one other guy from Anchor Point today, and looks like he's wore his tires down pretty good on his bike. So he'll probably have to get another set of tires. A lot of turtles on the highway somewhere. That was earlier. Oh, that must have been. Yeah, that was yesterday. A bunch of turtles. Didn't hit any. They're about the size of a small football. Okay, catch when I get another checkpoint or something.
Todd Cook reports that he ran out of fuel in the deserts of Utah, making a surge for the checkpoint in Wyoming. As fortune was shining upon him, he was able to literally coast over the next hill and ride right into a gas station. Whew! That could have been ugly. Congratulations, Todd. Todd Cook of Homer, Alaska, of course, has mentioned on more than one occasion he knows he is not out there alone, and he can't help but understand that this was no accident. Thanks for listening to your weekend HOKA HEY Motorcycle Challenge Update, brought to you in part by Latitude 59, your HOKA HEY headquarters for high-octane coffee and gourmet fuel for your stomach at Latitude in the Lakeside Mall. Boardwalk Fish and Chips, the original halibut on a stick. Only fresh, local seafood served at Boardwalk Fish and Chips on the Homer Spit. And Rhonda Johnson, bringing the American dream home every day 24/7 at RhondaJohnson.net. Rhonda Johnson with Alaska, USA. Chris Story saying so long and ride on.